All right, so we've got everything hooked up here. If you look up front there, we've got the Xbox One there to the left, and the Kinect 2.0, I guess, whatever they're calling here,
right
up the center there. That is a beefy fucking cable coming out of the back of that
You
thing.
are not kidding, man.
Like, it's heavy. Like, I mean, it's fucking...
That's like the cable that, you could potentially get tangled up and hang from and, save your life, like, at the end of, like, a really terrible action movie.
Like honest to God,
not those cables.
If I need to rappel down the house later, I would use that over, like, rope.
Absolutely you would.
Although I probably wouldn't, because that really wouldn't make sense, now that I think about it. But anyway, so we got everything hooked up. Got the old batteries in the controller here. I'm going to switch over to our input for the Xbox One, and then...
We are going to switch this thing on for the first time.
Alright, so...
Followed promptly by a software update, I imagine.
Yes, exactly. It kind of glows, a nice little...
Oh, very nice, yes.
Again, just a nice touch.
Yeah.
And, of course, you can see it's powering on the system there.
Yep, we definitely got light there. Oh, and there it is, first power up. Always a special time.
Wait. I gotta be honest, there's something about, like, I really do like the PlayStation 4 controller. Matter of fact, again, we'll have to wait and see how it all ends up. The analog, stuff like that, I still think I prefer. I actually kind of like the grips. There's something about it, though. It looks like kind of a mix of lots of pieces.
Yeah.
The touchpad at the top, and the buttons, and, like, if you kind of look at the way it's cut together, like, even some of the pieces that are the same material are, like, have weird kind of ink cuts in them.
Okay.
There's something about, I will say, this is just, it's just a nice finish. Like, it is really just a, I think I kind of like the overall look of this a little better.
Right.
And the feel is good. I don't necessarily think that it's better, but there are elements of it that I like better than the PlayStation 4.
Well, it certainly feels nice in the hand. I mean,
really does.
There's no doubt about that.
It really does.
Incidentally, like for those of you who are watching, that little bit right there, that's a reflection. That's not any kind of on-screen UI. So just mentally ignore it.
Yeah, sorry.
I noticed the camera's also got the Xbox light on it there.
Ah, I did not notice that.
Yeah, which I suppose means that we are once again being spied upon now.
We are.
It's nice. It's nice for them to let us know. Ooh.
Controller.
I think it wants to press the A button, Tony.
It's not telling me, to press the A, but it's sort of indicating I should. Hi.
Hello.
So we'll do English because I speak English, and we are in the United States.
For now.
And it sees that we're connected, I guess. Oh, it's
time to update. Well, hey, it's only 507 megs though. That's great.
That's not bad. All right. So
yeah, I mean,
let's start it up here.
We were afraid it was going to be like 2 gigs or something. So that's definitely good news.
Yeah. And
seems to be going fast.
That is legit speed for, like, I've got a 100 megabit cable,
right?
Which is the fastest that is offered around here. But in all fairness, rarely get that kind of speed, frankly, because most sites just don't offer it up. But look at that. That is legit for launch night. I mean, we're saying, what time is it right now? It's about,
I don't know,
12:30, I guess.
It's a little
phone, so
it's a little bit later. Yeah,
maybe it's 1.
I think it's closer to 1. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I mean, still, you got to imagine a bunch of people are doing this update and or playing games on the servers. I mean,
absolutely.
So it sort of seemed to tick down just a notch here, but still, I mean,
going fast.
Way faster than I expected.
Yep. We had somebody, I can't remember if it was a commenter on EpicBattleAxe or if it was somebody on YouTube, but there was somebody that told us that we should have just downloaded the PS4 update. They said that it worked really, really great for them.
Oh, over the system?
Yeah, like over the system.
That's fair.
Although I've talked to other people that said it was really, really slow. So
well, you kind of just expect, and I hate to say it, we've been putting this kind of thing with everything being online that you just, on a night where something such a major launches, you don't want to take that chance. You don't feel like you want to take it. Like, I mean, if it was just a game or something, I might not care about doing the update when you first log on. But I mean, a new console, a whole new experience where so many people are going on, and frankly, such a big update. I mean, it was a 300 meg update, or like it was like $800 or $900 for the, or $900, 800 or 900 megs for the full download. This is about 507 or so, whatever it said.
Yeah.
And it stopped. So yeah, everyone just logged on.
Like, what, Brent and Tony are online? Quick! Run for it!
But anyway, so we'll have to see here. We'll actually probably wait. I was thinking we may actually cut away because, well, maybe we still will.
It's almost there.
Almost there.
We got to think about something to talk about for another 20%.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I'm going to be really interested to see is, and I have not been following this at all, but I'm kind of curious to see, as far as like UI updates and things like that to the Xbox Live dashboard, and that responsiveness. That was one of the things we talked about on the PlayStation.
PlayStation's legit
UI,
when it comes to that.
That super responsive thing, and I've always thought that, and I may have said this in our unboxing, but I've always thought that the Xbox Live dashboard looked really great. But at least on the 360, it was always like very slow to navigate. It didn't feel like I could kind of get where I wanted to without going through several menus, several button presses.
It felt like it made things harder to find than they needed to be. Like, I mean, they would bury things down too far in screens. And the one thing I hated about the old the last two kind of iterations of the dashboard was they had the ads in there,
right?
And I tell you, you could tell, like when you first powered it on for the and it hadn't been on already, and went to a screen, you could tell it was waiting to load that ad, not your shit.
Yeah.
It was like it was waiting to, and I mean, we're talking milliseconds or a second or so. I mean, it wasn't like a long period of time, but it took it from where I remember, all the dashboards up until, I guess, the new Xbox experience had that kind of, they were very snappy and very fast.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I felt like they got kind of cluttered. Now, a lot of people said that they didn't like, a lot of people didn't like the PS3, the cross-media bar.
Right.
I liked it. I thought it looked classy. It was very snappy. It was very fast. Until they fucked up the PlayStation Network store, where they had all the graphics on it, and it made it so much slower to navigate and so much of a crap. The other store, the original store, was super fast. I mean, it was so snappy.
You're not wrong.
So I don't know, like some of those updates, it's like, to me, it's not always about, like, they talk about, I was listening to IGN, I think, kind of said that they liked all the big new graphics and stuff, and even on the PlayStation 4, I'm not even so sure that I love those huge graphics, because it's like you can only see one thing on screen at a time.
Right.
I used to kind of like being able to sort of see, like, when you look at a web page, I mean, most of the time on a web page, you're not looking at just one thing. You're looking at a couple different stories, then you click on that to see something else. It's like on the PlayStation. It's like you go to the first part of the store and it shows you one huge fucking graphic that takes up the whole screen for Assassin's Creed, 3 or whatever, and you go to the next screen to see the next game. And I don't think that's necessarily always the best way to do it.
Not the best use of real estate.
Exactly.
So we're now installing, and as you can see,
installing there.
That's moving along at a fairly good clip as well.
Yeah, not too bad.
About third of the way there.
Yeah. I was reading, somebody did a breakdown. I think we talked a little bit about, somebody done a breakdown of the PlayStation.
Yep.
Some news actually kind of came out a little bit about I know we're talking a lot about PlayStation. But I'm just trying to talk about stuff that's happened this week. They had, apparently the contents of the system itself cost about $380.
Wow, that's razor sharp.
Well, and you got to figure that's just the system. So they put in a controller,
the packaging, the manufacturing.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing I think is the controller. The controller's got to cost them, another. They sell it for $60, so I'd say they probably make it $30 or $40. So right there, they're losing money on it.
Not a lot. But...
Not a lot. Now, something that was interesting when they showed the breakdown of the Xbox is it uses a lot of off-the-shelf components. It uses full-size desktop hard drives.
Right.
It doesn't use like the laptop size, whatever it is, 2.5, whatever I call it. And we're back.
All right.
That wasn't bad.
No, that was not bad at all.
Unless it takes us straight to another update.
Congratulations, you finished one of 3 updates.
37. Got a little bit of a pulsating into the X there. It's kind of neat. I will say, I kind of like, Microsoft has like that green. They have that green. It's just, it's a good clean color. Yep. Sony does blue, but they always have like stuff going on in the background. Sometimes it kind of looks nice. I do kind of like that Microsoft has gone for a sort of very stark, very
personally, I think black and green are a good combination.
I do too.
I was never that fond of like the early, kind
The
of white,
yellow,
gray
white,
sort of Xbox.
Yeah.
I was never like as much a fan of that. But like when they got into kind of the black and green color scheme, and that motif, I think works really well.
I agree.
Both like in like UI design as well as like packaging or
I do. I think
the color of the
exactly right.
console itself. I always thought that was a good combo.
I would agree.
And it's not going to take this long to boot up every time.
No. I
No.
think once you've got it set up and basically once you've used it for a little while and it's sort of at its normal thing, I think they say it takes about 13 seconds.
Right.
Which
That's
gotta
great.
be honest,
That's great.
it's not bad. Although that's still like booting up my SSD on my laptop,
Right.
which my console the PS4 takes from fully being off,
Yeah.
to being on. Now I think from standby it's not even nearly that much. We should ask the NSA. NSA, what? Because they're watching us.
That's right.
Kinect right now.
I noticed that it just came on when you said that.
It did.
NSA, and they're like, yes.
Well, we won't go into it. See
Uh,
Brian Sack do his NSA thing.
no.
Okay. Anyway, so far I gotta be honest, the experience is solid.
Yeah, one thing,
I will say
it's easy. It's been very easy. You
I
gotta
will
give
say
them that.
so far, the controller has worked very well for what we've done so far.
That A button press came off like a
It
champ.
was. I mean, it was like butter. It was just like,
Click.
and now I
we're
feel like we're
back.
gonna be doing it again if I were to guess right.
All right.
So I am.
You're hitting
There
the
we go.
Xbox button, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you gotta press it in and hold it for a second.
All right. There we go.
We don't need an update because we just did it.
All right, we're
All right, St.
continuing our
Pacific,
setup
which
here.
we are not. So let's find us here. There we are. Automatically adjust. I do like this interface. It's clean, looks good.
Is it pretty snappy? It seems pretty responsive.
Oh yeah, like as soon as I'm clicking, it's going. All right. So
Sup?
camera. Now I gotta be honest. Just right off the bat, I see less noise in that picture than I see on the.
A lot more motion blur though. No,
No, that is true.
Remember,
it's not quite
like-
as, yeah, I remember how
like
snap
that
out-
camera was like 120 frames a
Yeah.
second.
And you're the guest.
I
like
am.
that.
I am the guest.
How does it know that though? It's kind of interesting.
It's interesting or frightening, depending on how you.
Guest Brent Adams.
I'm guessing it knows that you're holding the controller.
How did it know that?
How did it know that,
How did
Tony?
it know that? That's awesome. All right, let's start the audio check.
How do you know that?
All right, let's do home.
How could you possibly know that you know?
Here, let's do this again. Hold on. It says for us to be
I'm
as quiet
fucking
as
up the
possible.
background check noise.
All right, so let's stop talking.
Are you?
All right.
Dude, that was rough. Like,
Nope.
I can't possibly stay that quiet for that long.
Dude, DK will never set up his Xbox One. He'll never be able to do it.
He'll never
He'll
get through
never
it.
be able to stay quiet that long. I will say just real quick because we were, I noticed it beforehand, but it was
Yeah.
very obvious. Do you hear the system?
Yes, I do.
It's
not.
Don't get me wrong. It's
nowhere
not.
near as loud as the 360.
And it's not. And I will say it's a
it's
tone that is not that would fall into the background pretty
It's
easy.
the PlayStation 3. It's about as loud as a PlayStation 3.
Yeah, although. Yeah, it's noticeable. Although that's with nothing playing. So I
That's
mean,
true.
in fairness, when you get a game playing, you won't hear it at all. But
No.
I will say that it is kind of interesting. It's
It's
definitely louder than the PS4.
Yes.
Which everyone was worried about. The heat and the noise level because the fans would kick on.
That's a good issue.
I will be honest. I left 2K14 just running all day because I just like to watch it. In the
No doubt.
background. And it never. I got to a point where I could barely pick it out playing, but it was never quite. It never got to the volume of that where it is right now.
And we're not
so.
playing a game.
All right. I'm going to sign up my Microsoft account, so if you'll turn the camera away for a second. Which I guess you could. You want to give us our do you don't have Xbox Live, do you? Or do you do?
I used to, but I let it lapse. I mean, I'm sure I've still got an account. It's just it's a silver now. Did you create a new one?
I've got this is the one I've used for a while.
Okay.
For it, I only use it for Xbox.
You're missing that. You're missing that motion sensing text entry thing.
Haha. Let's see.
Now, if you guys are really enterprising, you could probably figure out what Tony's password is just by figuring out how many presses over, how many presses down.
Let's not point that out. Man, I do like this D-pad.
Yep.
I love a clicky D-pad.
That's
like,
great.
Oh man, I tell you what, I can't wait. I cannot wait to use either one of these on a fucking PC. Like for me, for emulators, I will say both of these feel very good. Yeah, I'll just accept them. Read them.
All right.
Read them.
Your privacy's in your control, Tony. You've got complete control over your privacy.
I think I'll just stay with the default. I like the default green.
Okay.
My gamer pick seems somehow a little minuscule compared to the.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, it's about average. I mean, it's not. You know, it's.
It won't let me change it there, though. That's kind of interesting.
Punk ass. What?
All right. Let's see here.
No, not
Sign
Tony.
in faster with Kinect.
You might want to tell it that I'm not you.
Yes,
there you go.
How does it anyway, whatever.
Kinect, it's smarter than you are. Okay, I'm going to stop moving then.
Well, no, it's use your hand because you hold it up because of the camera. Sorry. Video game design. Let's see. What is this asking? I don't exactly get.
So basically, like when you start the system up, it's going to look for your face, and if it sees your face, it signs you in.
I think I'll do it manually for the time being. We might set that up later.
I got the PS4 signing me in through the camera.
Yeah, I did try that one for a little while online. Hello.
Hi, Tony.
It
went on Pee-wee's Playhouse there for a second.
And a commercial. I fucking swear to God.
I knew it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Seriously, the first thing you do when you power on your system is give us a commercial.
Forza look nice.
All right.
So there's the new interface.
Yeah, I gotta admit, that's kind of a neat little intro.
You didn't sound all that happy when it first
Well,
started.
it was a fucking commercial at first, so I was trying to figure it out. Okay, right off the bat, switching between menus is pretty snappy.
Super hat, that's good.
Let's see here. SkyDrive is on. That's kind of neat. So it does have some apps. This is one thing I never really got too much into on the 360, but it does have some. I've heard Skype actually works very well with it. It'd actually be interesting to try that at some point.
Yeah,
although I don't have any.
God knows it doesn't work all that well on the PC these days.
Yeah. I don't have actual TV any longer, so...
Not so much there.
4 friends online. Let's see who those fuckers are. Bulletproof Tiger started playing Battlefield 4, Bulletproof Tiger. That is good Brent versus evil Brent. Double Shot Ellis, Double Shoot or Shot Ellis is that's actually Josh. We actually saw him at tonight. He was buying his Xbox One with us, and Girth the Destroyer. Can't remember who that is, but anyway, looks pretty cool. So let's see here. Let's see if I can change my picture, because I'll be honest, I don't like that picture's so tiny.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Let's see what new ones they've got. This is kind of neat. Let's see.
Oh, some nice 8-bit stuff.
Oh, those are pretty sharp looking. Yeah, I like that. This is actually kind of like the, what is it, E-Boy, like the little sort of isometric looking stuff.
Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Looks almost like some stuff from like Destiny or something.
I was gonna say.
Sort of. Actually, I kind of dig these. I like this style. It's a little
Sasquatch.
Where's Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
Oh.
Right there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the style. A little faux 3D there. It's very colorful, I will say.
Oh yeah.
I like color.
I don't.
All right.
Does anybody have a boombox?
Jesus.
DJ, drop a beat.
Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. It's almost like a fucking Star Wars sort of
yeah.
not Red One, Red Lead or something.
Red Squadron.
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron. Thank you.
Great White Shark.
Actually, I kind of dig the style of these. Like they got all these different sort of art styles.
Be cool.
These are much more.
Yeah, they're more varied and they got more personality.
More personality. That's what I was trying to say.
That's what I was about to say too.
All right, sorry.
Oh, there's like Bane right there.
Not
really. Sasquatch! There's another one. It's Spaceman Sasquatch.
Spaceman Sasquatch.
See? Right there. See? It looks cool.
Oh, I do see what you're doing. All right. I don't know. We actually, for the time being, I actually may not change it because I don't want to look through these more. But I really dig that. I think
looks cool.
Those look very, very neat. Choose color. Let's see. Here's my reputation, which actually looks good, but I wonder what that bar means because it looks like we've got a little bit of a chunk there. So
that's
maybe,
right. Like
maybe I sort of suck.
It means that you've got room to grow, room to improve.
All right. So we're gonna back out of here for a second. I will say it's pretty snappy.
That's great.
I haven't noticed anything too much just yet.
That's good.
Keeping the Blade. I think that's Jamie Story. We saw him tonight as well, playing a little something there. All right. So we think you want to go to the store? You want to see? Or do you want to install a game? What do you want to do first?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think we need to get a game going.
Yeah, let's get a game going. I'd like to see. So let's go to games here. I gotta be honest. I like the interface. It's clean.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like this is the thing I was saying. So right here, you at least see some stuff. When you go into some of the, even on the PlayStation Store, it's like one large graphic to start you off, and you got to go somewhere else before you can even see it. Oh,
it's got your hand.
Yeah, I don't like that. Stop doing that.
All right, so let's see. We got looks like we got Killer Instinct. We got Kinect Sports Rivals free.
Yeah, no, that actually does look kind of cool. We may try that because that's that uses the Kinect quite a. It's fully. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a really good because the game's not out yet.
Yeah, it's supposed
to really show off like what you can expect.
Okay.
I want to see. I think Killer Instinct's the first one I want to try. To be brutally honest with you.
All right.
So
you want to do a comparison with NBA 2K14?
If they've got a demo, yeah, I really would actually.
All right.
Let's see. Do they have a demo section, or are we?
Well, you're in featured right now.
Yeah, but it's featured.
Now your new releases, top games, top selling, top redded. Spoons.
All right, so let's just go here. Kinect. Let's see. I was trying to see the hang.
Xbox Bing.
Xbox Bing. Xbox Bing.
You got it. Took a second, but.
Killer Instinct. See,
I think that was me. Yeah. All right, I'll shut up.
Okay, well, it's okay.
Maybe.
Oh, Killer Instinct. All right, so let's
Found it.
stop listening. Okay. Let's see. So, trying to see Ultra Edition.
Combo breaker.
All right. So I guess this is the game, and then those are the add-ons. So 3.25. I guess this will be a good example to see how fast the network works here.
That's true. And we could always like throw in a disc game while this is downloading in the background.
That's true.
Maybe.
Okay. That's that. Okay. Maybe, okay, I need to revise. Maybe I do apologize. We're rendering some video in the back, and I do apologize. I think what I was hearing earlier was actually the laptop in the background.
Yeah,
so
we were sitting here, we were like, is that the fucking Xbox?
I was like,
and it suddenly dawned on me, I was like, wait, it's coming from behind us.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so actually, yeah, so I do apologize. I take back what because I actually don't think it is the console that's making that sound. All right, so that's downloading there. I'll tell you what. That's maybe that is a good idea. Let's see while that is going.
What the hell did you just do?
Oh, I guess I clicked that. All right. So let us, while that is downloading.
What are we gonna try first?
I'll be honest. I'm thinking. I don't know. So I got Call of Duty and Battlefield 4. I'm in the mood for.
You're in the mood for Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4. All right. So. I love these. Lovely. Yeah, I do truly feel like an idiot now because I was like, you pointed,
Well,
you like looked at me without like saying anything. You're like,
it's because I had my head turned. Like when you're just facing the TV, just the way the acoustics of the room work, it sounds like it's coming from the TV. But then like I had my head turned towards you, and I was suddenly like, wait a second. Wait a second.
So in all fairness, so while I'm opening this up, to be honest with you, can't hear a fucking thing. Like I can't even hear. I mean, like,
can't hear anything at all.
You can tell it's on. You
That's
can
great.
tell it's on, but you can't hear anything.
That's exactly what you want.
Yep. I was pointing out something a little smaller thing, I know, but something I like little things.
Yeah.
Is the cases of these have like an embossed Xbox One at the top,
right?
A little Microsoft on the back, whereas the PlayStation 4 ones, just the whole cover is labeled.
Yeah.
And I like that a little better. This reminds me actually a little more of the PlayStation 3 cases, which I still maintain the PlayStation 3 cases are the nicest cases.
They were really sturdy plastic.
Very sturdy plastic, much sturdier than anything else.
The spindle that held the discs was really solid.
Yep.
Very secure. You remember the first time you popped open a PlayStation 2 case and it had the slot for the memory card inside the case?
Yeah.
That was
good times.
That was pretty fucking cool.
I remember.
Although I don't miss memory cards at all.
No. That is funny. You know, memory cards in general. I mean, we just don't even fucking have them anymore. All right, it's pretty. We'll cover that up a little, but looks pretty snappy. It's pretty good there. So let us.
We gonna do this, Al?
Feed our Xbox some games. Maybe a little smoother than the PlayStation 4.
Oh.
I gotta be honest.
Bold claim.
Xbox is kind of
bold claim.
It's no Wii or Wii U.
Right.
So this is.
It needs an update.
Of course it does.
That's a gigabyte. All right. Well then, if we're gonna have to download a little something, then maybe we're about the half-hour mark here. So.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll get maybe some stuff, and as soon as we get some stuff downloaded, And we've got another commercial. Somebody keeps hitting some button that's making that damn commercial keep coming up.
It's called the Xbox button.
All right. Anyway, but I think we're good. We'll talk to you here in just a few. Peace.